I can't even consider the question, how did I let go of dance without just like feeling like I'm gonna just fall apart, you know? It feels like such a huge shift to like find myself not in a dance studio, not taking orders from somebody, not putting on a show. I don't want to say I've let it go because it's me, it's my essence, and that it will find a time to flow out of me again. It's just not right now. I'm Lesley Garrison, a mother, co-owner of Knockout Pilates, and a dancer. Shortly after graduating college, I went on a couple auditions. My head was shaved and I was gonna move to Israel and try to be in like Bat Sheva or something. You know, I was like definitely kind of going I had my eyes set on like the European dance world. And then I auditioned for the Mark Morris dance group. It was like a cattle call audition and there were like 500 people there. And I think like 2 of us got hired. I still feel like I pinch myself sometimes thinking like, how did that happen? So I started teaching Pilates while I was still dancing in the company. They don't hire people full time right away. So they kind of like, there's like apprenticeships and you know, you kind of work your way up into being full time. And I really fell in love with the work and I grew to really love it. I got to tour the world, I got to travel, I made the best of friends and perform beautiful dances. It was magical. It was also really hard. You know, like the pressure of being great and fitting in, especially when you're new at a group or an organization, you know, there's a lot of stress about like, am I good enough? You know, the whole imposter syndrome thing that creeps up, which is really funny because you think about it, you're like, it's just dancing. It's not like brain surgery, but you know, when you spend your whole life kind of dreaming up this world and then are offered it, you take it really seriously, you know? I mean, that's the only way you get to that level. So I had a son, Ellis, he's 2.5 years old. That changed everything, about everything immediately. And I did a bit of touring with him. And when you have a little baby and they're so little, it's so easy to just kind of strap him on and bring him with you. And luckily, you know, thankfully, I had a lot of family support and people would come meet me and kind of help. He would be with me on a couple tours. And then it was time. Honestly, like Knockout Pilates was kind of a conversation over a beer with my friend Sarah. One of those like silly, you're just like dreaming, oh, we could open a studio together. And then, you know, right after I came back from having Ellis and was performing a little bit and I was already kind of like on the edge, like, I don't know if this is where I need to be anymore. Sarah was like, hey, there's this space that opened up. And she already had the reformer and she was like, we should do this. And it was very quick. It was like, okay. I'm like, I'm gonna do this. It felt like the stars were aligning in a way and it was a way out of something that is really hard. It's really hard to leave an elite like thing that you've worked your entire life for. When you are so just like laser focused on doing one thing like dance, it's really easy to kind of not be able to picture a way out. Letting go has meant like I've gotten to like open up into these other parts of myself. It's a relief. It's a relief to just not be like, oh, I'm a dancer. Ooh. It took a lot to do that, but it feels like letting go is a process that's gonna take a while, you know.